Good morning. Today we're going to finish up the exhaust on the land speed car. I've got a new bracket that I built. I got a weld because I want to take all this out to get the engine back in the car. Also, as soon as I get that tacked, bell housing on, remove the intake. I'm going to set the timing. I got to have the bell housing on because the timing marks up in here. We're going to work our way around and put the timing belt on. We'll get all to that in just a minute. But first, we're going to tack this bracket that I made to hold up the inlet to the turbo. I'm going to try to set this up so that you can see from a distance because of the flash of the welder.
All right, so it's a week later, and Gramp, over the last week, I swung by. He got the engine all back in the car, and after we got the crossover nut pipe all welded and everything, he got that installed. He's got that back in the car, and has been fitting the down pipe thing around.
Yeah, a 60-degree would do it, but the problem is it would come up. To see if you put this on here, oops, let's start out the right way here. Say we got a 60-degree, but here's where the problem comes. You can't put a piece, say, you're up against there, not unless you
Well, no,
kick it over.
Yeah, see, I still this.
Yes, no, no.
So this feller,
right,
and then we point him more.
Right.
Yeah, I should have welded some things on there so it would hold itself.
I thought, hang on, let me move that shim over. It will stay there.
It won't stay in the right spot though.
No. There it is. Oop, no, it isn't. There it is.
Yeah, but I can't point it exactly the way I want because it won't stay there. So if this 45 is straight out of the turbo, like this, pointed down like that, and then this is turned so it points at it. That's what I'm thinking.
Okay. Let's do. I was going to say, let's take a piece of wire.
Yeah, we could just do a layout like this.
Do a piece of wire.
Yeah, something. Actually, honestly, I can just bend it so then I'm not cutting it.
Heat it and bend it.
Right like that.
Yeah, see,
right on the top.
You could make that fit all right.
Yeah.
We'll see what that looks like on the piece where it comes out.
Yeah.
Yeah, in other words, you could cut it long and cut it long. Yeah, okay.
And then
it work. We could make it work.
So it's got to be, square to this face.
Right, right. But that doesn't look too bad.
That right there,
it's going to take some fitting because you don't know if that is square to this face or square to the run, so to speak.
Right.
So you'd have to kind of work with it. Is you got two fixed places now, and you're working with two fixed places off from both ends, which makes it difficult. Tack that bottom, clean it up, tack it, and work from there. Turn it so it looks about right.
I would.
I'm trying to think of how I could build like a slinky. Yeah, a flexible slinky type of thing.
No, there's companies that make products for that.
Yeah, man.
They do.
My way that I've been doing it is like I say, up against there, And I said, okay, I got to be here, and I would use the squaring it up and so on and so forth. But this is more difficult.
Yeah.
This is why I thought I'd have you come over and have 2 eyes, 4 eyes, whatever. Kyle says 8 eyes because we wear glasses.
Yeah, that's right.
To
Everybody's got 8 eyeballs. So I was able to modify the existing pipe. Oh, my snorkel's falling out. He's able to modify the existing down pipe and this area here and just add 2 pieces at the top to get from A to B up to the new turbo, because obviously, you know, as you've already seen at this point, the new turbo is way forward compared to the old one. So I'm just gonna weld these guys. I got 3 joints here to weld. We are back purging again. What we did is we just shoved a rag t-shirt all the way down in to the pipe down in this corner, and we've got our back purging hose in where the O2 sensor, the wideband goes. And I've already purged this and had this stood up for a while with the gas coming out of the top. And we got our aluminum foil on the backside, so I'm going to go ahead and weld up these joints. So I'll weld these 2 from the outside, this one from the outside, and the inside because I can, because it's right up against the turbo. So I'm going to get stuck in it.
All right, so today I'm gonna help Gramp out with his 944 land speed car, and he's got a few more fabrication jobs left to do in order to be ready to go to dyno. He's got some fuel system stuff to do, but not as like a cutting, welding, fabrication type project. So what he's got that he needs done today is this is the last intercooler pipe. That's one that he had cut up from last year. You're probably going to see a video of this one he cut up from last year that we were able to modify for the new VS Racing 7875. Actually pretty nice, easy job for me today. I got to make this one weld to get this cold side tube, boost tube put together. And then he's also got this project here. This cap, ooh, he's got a nice gap for me there. He's got this cap, which you can see he's got the notches and stuff. I'll get some film where this actually goes, likely when it's done maybe. But this cap is going to go on here, and what it is essentially is this is the cover for the crankcase ventilation, the catch can, to go over the filter, because we're concerned about if for some reason you blow the motor or something and it fills that catch can up really quickly and it pukes oil out of the filter because it overfills. It's going all in the engine bay, right on the header and under the right front tire. So what we're gonna do is cover it so it sends everything down. So it likely will get under the right front tire, but it hopefully won't just douse the turbo manifold and light the car on fire, because that's what we don't want. We do have fire suppression in the vehicle, but it'd be great if we didn't have to use it. So I'm going to get set up and I'm going to weld these. I'm going to get a different camera set up so you can see what's going on and go from there. Oh, let's clean that. All right, so I went through, got my helmet. I just got my regular helmet on today. Don't have the papper on because this would be quick anyways, and it's aluminum. Don't have to worry about hexavalent chromium in the aluminum. But anyways, I went through and I took acetone. Well, first I took each piece just where I'm going to weld to. We have a virgin stainless wire wheel on a pedestal grinder behind the camera. It's only used on aluminum and stainless, not ferrous metals. Cleaned the areas where I'm going to weld first with that, and then use the acetone and wipe them down. Probably should have done it the other way around, but that's the way I did it. So what I'm going to do first is I have actually got a piece of angle clamped up inside here, because where this has a gap, that allows me to put it and hold it there, and it will hold it up flush where I want it. And I'm just going to try to fuse the two together, which 6061 or this is probably actually, this sheet here is probably 50-52, and this is 60-63 or 61. It will fuse-ish, but you really need filler rod to make that stay. So I'm just going to try to fuse it real quick, so I don't, because I got to hold it with one hand, do that, and then do the weld all the way around. I also clean my filler rod with acetone first. I'm going to be running a gas lens with another number 6 cup. I have the machine set to use I can use 175 amps. I don't think I'm going to use all that. But let's go ahead, we'll strike an arc and see if we can't stick this thing together. There, it took a little bit to get the two to go together, but it did eventually. So now I'm going to put a tack on the other side. Just like that. So I got a tack on that side. So now I got to get set up where I can weld this thing all the way out without smoking my hand resting it on there. Alright, so now I've got this tacked on both sides. I actually set this angle iron here up so I could use this as a rest, so I don't burn my hands up trying to hold on to this. I'm going to set it here, and I'm going to work my way maybe a third the way around and spin, and a third the way around. And just like that, I have a tendency to weld a lot of stainless, so I have the tendency to pause and hold my gas over the puddle on the end, which some of you folks may be watching this and like, why does he do that? It's just habit. I just do it. Don't need to do it on aluminum, obviously. Maybe not obvious. On aluminum, you don't have to do that though. But it's a little bit hot, but hopefully the camera focuses on that. It's not my best work, but it's not bad for a quickie weld. But that's a cap. We'll show you what this does later. Alright, so now we got to set up. We're going to do this weld here. This one I'm probably going to hold down on the bench. Maybe line it up, and try to get it to spot, but I don't know if it will. Probably end up just blowing a big hole in it and having to fix it. So let's try. Sometimes you can get it to do it, sometimes you can't. So I just got the marks that Grant put on there where he wants it. I gotta hold it on the table so it grounds. Oh, I got lucky today. I stuck it together. All right, now I'm gonna flip it over. It's kind of floppy, so I'm gonna stick it up against the vise here. I'm gonna try to rig this so that I can get a tack on the back and then test fit it. Alright, tack the other side with, put some actual filler in there so that it doesn't break. Alright, now I think I'll go get Gramp and we'll test fit this thing. It should be cool enough to stick in.
I don't know if I remember how to do this. Oh, first of all, we need...
I think we got to take this clamp off, which is...
You hang right on now.
Oh, sorry.
It's a horror show. You want to hold that up? It's very, very tight. How did I do it? I had it in 2 pieces before. It's worse than the other one. Let's put it that way. This thing here, you can't, because of the way this flange is made, it comes on and off in there very high. But I think if we do it the other way around,
No, you don't.
As long as it's lined up, it should be fine.
I don't think you do anyways, yeah.
Yeah, so it should be.
And then you lay it on.
It's not perfect. I'm going to tell you that right now because of the fact that I managed to get that neck back in there and it's up against there, but it fits. I just had to move it in and out and kind of move it around a little bit. And I've already clocked this so it's at the right angle and stuff. But yeah, I'll wipe this up.
Okay, so we checked the fit of this in place, so now I can finish welding this out. I'm gonna weld it in a couple of steps, flipping it around. Okay, get a helmet. Get some gloves. All right, see how much of a mess we can make of this.
Maybe. Sure. There. Start together now. Ain't going nowhere. All right, on to the next thing.
All right, we're back on the 944. This afternoon, we're actually going to start it after all the work that's been done and backing up, going forward, dual fuel pumps, getting those wired in. I mean, the new turbo, fuel lines, upgrades in grounding, ignition, and it's come down to this point where we're actually going to start it as of this moment.
Hopefully as of this moment. Yeah.
Yeah, hopefully.
All right, so you're gonna do ignition key.
Yeah.
I'm gonna check that
Yeah.
first over. I'm gonna watch. I'm gonna monitor on there first. We'll get it running.
Right.
I think we left it at 14 degrees because I'm gonna lock the timing on 14 degrees, which I believe we had done last time when we were with Mark to get it to run to double check the timing. So it's gonna be. We're gonna sit there and let it idle for a second like that while I look at the
Watch
sensors,
oil
gauge
pressure.
oil
Yep,
pressure,
yep.
that kind of stuff, fuel pressure.
Yep.
And then after it runs for a little bit, and we know it's going to stay running, I'll unlock the timing. Oh, sorry, leave the timing locked. I'll come out, we'll check the timing
See where
and
it
verify that our offset is right.
Yeah.
Because I think it was within a degree cranking RPM. So then that's what we'll do.
What I'll do is I'll just turn the key on and use my switch. That way that I can run the throttle.
Yeah, sure.
Other than that, I got to get in the car and it's.
Well, yeah. Hopefully
I
we
can't.
don't have to run the throttle.
Hopefully not.
Yeah.
Hopefully not.
And I'm just looking out for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Things.
Just key, if you see anything that's
So
leaking,
Grant's gonna be on that side of the engine bay, looking this way for anything out of the norm. Did you verify that oil was here?
Yes.
Oh, turning it over.
Yes.
Okay,
I
oil.
loosened it up and there was oil just poured right out of it at that last second. So.
All right, oil to the turbo, great. So you're going to be
Leaking
looking for
things.
leaking things. You're going to be looking at all the
anything.
well, you won't see leaking here, but these fuel stuff, oil stuff. Yeah.
Especially
Just
this,
anywhere.
I did notice down in here, when I was underneath, there was a little sign of wetness. And I'm not sure if it's
Valve
coming.
cover or the
Brand new valve cover gasket, so I don't know if it was something residual from when I was working on it or what the deal was.
Okay.
So.
All right. Well, let's go.
But we'll watch all of that stuff.
Light.
All right, we'll get the ignition on. I should put the charger on it just to make sure.
Why do I need a light?
You may need a light.
Okay, number
Okay.
one fuel pump is on and pressurized. I'm going to turn the charger on. It's going to be extra noise, but it's noisy anyway. That's not too bad. All right, let's give it a try.
Hold on.
I don't know if I'm ready.
I don't know if I'm ready.
Yeah, should be okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
I'm just looking to see if there's anything I forgot.
How are you
but
going to kill it from standing over there if
I'll
it's
just
not?
jump inside.
Okay.
It'll take me a second. Ready?
Yeah. It's got oil pressure. That's not firing. There it goes.
oil. Yeah.
Right on the money.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, good.
Yep.
Yeah, so the offset's there, the offset's right.
I think it's running rough because of the, whoa, I just got bit.
By what?
I think it's running rough because that right there is
That'll
not
leak,
getting,
that'll leak some spark, yeah.
I just touched
It's
it.
steamy. It's steaming.
What?
It's steaming.
This?
All this, there's steam.
Oh, it will,
It's
yeah.
all the oil and residual from all of the engine. It's the heat wrap on the exhaust.
Yeah.
All of that's coming off now. And it will get smoky. With the light. You do that low. Yeah, see where it's all coming from?
Yeah.
That's all the heat wrap.
Yeah.
Making sure we don't have oil here running out. You really can't tell if it's that. Grab that air hose. Watch the temperature, Forrest.
Yeah.
It always bothers me about the heat wrap. See it slowing down? See, there's not much there now. Once it burns it off. That side too, because that side's all brand new heat wrap.
But it stayed idle for a really long time.
Yeah, it's smooth. No oil leaks. Oh, we have an exhaust leak right here.
Oh, yeah.
Nothing to bother with. I don't see any oil. That right there may be causing a bit of a.
Yeah, let's shut off stuff like
Yeah,
that.
boy, kill it. We're gonna get rid of this
Why?
potential skip. 'Cause I think it's.
All right. So it started and it ran.
Yep.
And we had set the, we were checking the timing because we actually set it just plugs out, Gramp turning it over and me running the dial back timing light and then checking the offset in the ECU because we locked the timing and then adjust the offset because our trigger wheel, our actual skip tooth, it's a 36 minus 1, is not lined up with TDC. It doesn't matter. There's no offset. You can do it digitally.
This is the thing, Dan.
I wasn't sure how close it was, and it was actually
I had
really,
the same.
it was actually really close. So the timing was good.
It's similar.
It fired right
Didn't
up.
work
Runs
as
good. We got 85 pounds of oil pressure at idle, which is pretty good. Fuel
Yeah.
pressure was 43 and a half where we left it.
Really?
Yeah. Well, you didn't change the regulator, so then
Nope.
yeah, should be the same.
Nope.
Heat wrap smokes like all get out, like it normally does.
It's still smoking.
Still smoking. Other than that, I think you got that plug back together so we could start it again.
I gotta tighten up the.
Yeah, tighten that and we'll start it again and blip the throttle a little bit, I guess.
I took the washers off from these, by the way.
Yeah.
The reason for it is, if we're at the track and we're rushing to check something out,
Yeah.
it's just more pieces to drop
To
down,
lose,
and I
yeah.
do not
Yeah.
want to lose pieces
Exactly.
down in amongst things and lose it on the.
I agree. Less complicated, the better.
Yes.
Hence
Less
why-
complicatedness.
Hence why we made the bracket in the first place, was to make it not a...
Easier.
Complicatedness.
It was complicatedness, yes,
I
it
don't
was.
see any.
Oh, that
fuel leaks.
stinks.
What?
Ugh.
The oil, yeah.
I don't like that.
It almost smells like there's raw oil there or something.
I know it smells like raw fuel coming out the back.
I can imagine.
Yeah, we got our exhaust.
Oh, it's like
Piton
really
is not
smoky.
hooked up to our sensor right here, but
I don't see any oil. Let me go back here, even though it's probably a little bit on the warm side.
oh yeah, look at that. It looks like there's a bonfire over there.
No, it's just a residual from. But see, when I don't remember the sequence, because I don't. No, I never took the header off, which means might have got oil from the valve cover when I
On
changed
it,
that
yeah.
out. Right, that's probably what it is.
You know, it'd be kind of nice if we could see the front of the turbo.
I could slide that off if you want.
I think we should slide that out of
I
there
think that's
so
a
we
good
can
idea.
see. Yeah.
To see what kind of turnage we got there.
Well, it's just one of those things. I mean, you can't tell unless you get in there.
Yeah, I got this set up so you can pull it away. It may be a bit of a problem, but we don't have to put it on right immediately afterwards.
Oh, you got that at like just inconvenient.
I mean, I spend so much time making sure that everything's accessible. You know, moving the turbo ahead was, you know, a lot of work, but man, it certainly made other things easier. You know, the oil connections, the turbo blanket, just everything. It's just lukewarm too.
Oh yeah. EGTs are already up to 1200.
Really. How about the temperature itself?
140.
Okay. I might come up against here before I get there. Let me pry. Tell you what, this rubber that they use for this stuff, it sticks
Silicone.
like glue. And I got that on there a long ways too.
Yeah. There you go.
I probably ought to go down with it. It's out of the way. Oh. Yeah, just push it out of the way.
There we go.
Okay.
Yeah. So now we'll be able to see it if we can. Yeah.
Start it again, or?
Yeah. I think.
Oh, let's see if the coolant's down.
Oh my god.
Yeah. There you go. You got coolant.
Trouble is, it's not open yet.
It hasn't opened yet. Oh, you already did the bleeder.
Yes, when I filled it the first
Okay,
time.
all right.
But let
We
me
should be-
double check it though.
I was gonna say we should be good then. But beep 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 beep.
That's for the light. It's
I'm
non-existent.
Morse coding it to go faster.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll have to start it and double check that. Just got to keep an eye on it. That's all. Try it
We should
again.
be able to crack this and just open that and it come out.
I already did that.
With that crack.
Because it
though.
comes this way, but it won't clear the engine until the thermostat
Okay.
opens.
Yeah. We'll just start. All right. Contact.
Now I want to make sure we catch it before it gets. back on oil by... Nah, it's not hot enough yet. That thing is a little raspy.
I think it's more raspy now.
I think it is.
It's definitely cracked harder, yeah.
Well, the exhaust is getting through the turbo. Pretty smooth, too.
Yeah, it sounds pretty good.
You know, at this point, you gotta shut it off.
I was gonna check that one more time.
A lot of work right there, bro. You don't realize until you start on a project like you're on now how much time it takes.
Yeah, we're good. I think.
What's the temperature?
Yeah, you got it. Oh, yeah, buddy.
Check the temperature.
Whack the throttle a couple times.
That's very bad.
Why is that
I
bad?
wondered why that key felt different. I was like, why is this fit? And it, like the
That's-
ignition isn't like rubbery feeling.
Brand
It's
new.
brand new, yeah.
What's bad?
What?
What's bad?
The only thing is, I have to have 2 keys now.
It's bad.
He said it's bad.
He said it's
I
bad.
had, it is bad.
Like it's
sounding.
bad.
Oh, look at that. That's fun.
What's that?
Oh,
Oh, the oil.
Oh, that's the oil pressure off the head that goes.
But that's fun to watch it.
Yeah, it's just the air coming back through because it will push the air towards the gauge, and then once you release or shut the engine off, the pressure in the line will push it backwards back into the head.
Oh yeah, you see
All right, it
it.
runs again.
Awesome sauce.
You
It
know,
runs again.
yeah, and you know the thing is too that after all the work, all winter long, all the setbacks, all the disappointing things that were supposed to go right go wrong, and you get to this point and it finally starts and runs, and you don't have coolant spraying out of places it shouldn't be, oil
Unless
coming
you
out
open it up.
of
That
orifices
does.
it's not supposed to be coming out of, and the fuel pumps work,
The turbo spins.
and the turbo
You
spins.
got oil pressure
Yeah.
and sounds pretty good.
Yeah.
Definitely sounds louder. Although don't notice any turbo whistle, which it's a big turbo.
It used to, last year with the other turbo,
It's just sitting
taking-
there idling and just blipping it. It
kept
sounds
whirring. Oh yeah, you
that,
can hear that.
It's going to take a little bit to turn that
This
girl
is
up.
going to be
Yeah.
different, which is fine.
It's going to be a little different.
Yeah.
It's got big turbo. All right.
Oh yeah, we're getting oil through it because it's warm.
Warm? All right,
here.
good.
Yeah. Yeah.
What do you think, Brookie? Is this good?
Well, I mean, it runs, so it's good.
Good stuff.
Yep.